All right, folks, welcome back. It is time for game two of our two-game doubleheader here at James Hayner Field in beautiful Walla Walla, Washington. It's Willamette against Whitman. Now it's the turn of the men. The Willamette Bearcats show up at James Hayner Field, having tied 2-2 in a bit of a barn burner less than 24 hours ago against Whitworth. So they're going to want to close out this long trip from beautiful Salem on a positive note. They're going to do all they can to take the W away from these Blues, who yesterday managed to finagle a win 2-0 over Pacific and start their conference schedule of games on a right note. Let's go right away to the starters. First, the visiting Willamette Bearcats. Goalkeeper number 1, Mikkel Jensen. Number 2, Patty Bell. Number 4, Everett Caspel. Number 8, Rory McKee. Number 9, Kai Iliev. Number 10, Brendan Pineda. Number 11, Drew Alexander. Number 12, Dylan Ray. Number 14, Daniel Hirai. Number 15, Dylan Rosie. Number 18, Owen Albrecht. The head coach is Matt Cody Young, and his assistants are Jet Starr and Quinn Nottage. The starters now for your Whitman Blues. Goalkeeper number 0, Nicholas Eisensee. Number 6, Jude Clem Stockton. Number 10, Lucas McAllister. Number 12, Alexander Perez Hernandez. Number 16, Takahiro Hikita. Number 17, Henry Pierce. Number 20, Kevin Serrano. Number 21, Keegan Chapko. Number 25, Aidan Gunther. And number 27, Adriana Valencia. Kevin Serrano having the first tally of the game yesterday. The second one came courtesy of William Miranda Ortiz. If I remember correctly, yes, I believe I do. Yes, it is William Miranda Ortiz, who is the leading scorer now for the Whitman Blues with 3 tallies. The Willamette men's soccer team has 1 win to their name, a victory over winless Linfield 2-1 on the 14th of September. Their conference record is 1-0-2. Their overall record is 1-3-3. So they're going to want to put another W on their ledger sooner rather than later. The Whitman Blues, their record is 2-0-3 with 1 conference victory happening yesterday, of course, Pacific, and the other win happening in a very, very tough match against Cal Lutheran on the 7th of September. So 2-0-3 record overall, 1-0-3 in conference, 1-0-0 in conference matches. We're just about ready to start. We're having the public address announcer name the starters for today's contest. The rain, and we're very grateful to say this, but the rain seems to slow down to just a drizzle. It was a deluge during the ladies' game, a victory for Whitman by a score of 1-0 on a beautiful header by Kiki Glorioso off a corner kick. And looks like we're going to have lovely conditions, if not sunny, at least more normal conditions for this upcoming clash. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we have the opening kickoff of this game between Bearcats and your Blues. Don't go away. And there's the opening whistle. We are in business here at beautiful James Hayner Field and equally charming Walla Walla, Washington. The Blues decked in blue on the back and stripes on the front, going from right to left on your screen. The Bearcats decked almost entirely in white in the opposite direction. All right, folks, glad to have you with us. The rain seems to have slowed down some to a trickle. We had Noah's Ark-worthy spectacle of rain during stretches of the women's game, but now things are back to normal, thankfully. All right, it's a free kick for the Blues, moving the ball via Mr. Alexander Perez Hernandez. The touch for Gunther, back to Alexander Perez Hernandez all the way to the right flank of the defense. Now switching back to Clem Stockton. Leventhal rejected. Valencia. Perez Hernandez. Gunther across the equator. The long kick upfield. Trying to connect. They were trying to find Henry Pierce. Instead, they find the bottom line, and it will be a goal kick for the Bearcats. .43-24 left in this first half of play. The wind begins to pick up because, why not? The long push-up field. Trying to make it there is Drew Alexander. First on it is Mr. Isensee and Valencia. Valencia. Gunther. Juklum Stockton. Pierce. They're not treating Pierce very kindly here, and here comes the rain. Caspel. Straight up Route 1. Defensive header by Perez Hernandez. Trying again is Valencia. Trying to bring it down now is Henry Pierce. Taken back by the Bearcats. Patty Bell. Across the equator. Turned back. Having to switch now to the right side for Dylan Ray. Hirai. On the mark now is Hikita. Hirai. Shot across, bounced off Hikita. Ball goes out of bounds. It belongs to the Bearcats. 40-40 left in this first half of play. Drew Alexander, whistle on the play. Let's see what the referee says. None of that will count. There was a player in illicit position. It will be a free kick for the Blues. 40-26 now. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank the W Club for its support of our Whitman student athletes and athletic programs. The W Club exists to enhance excellence in varsity athletics and the student athlete experience, as well as help fund assistant coaches, international travel, and operating expenses. Head over to WhitmanBlues.com to make a donation or to become a member. Throw in that time by Gunther. Trying to find, in this case, Lucas McAllister. Ball instead goes out of bounds. Throw in for the Bearcats. Dylan Ray. Going right, going left, going right. McKay. Ray. Rejected by Clum Stockton. Hirai. Iliev. That one is Alexander. Alexander slaloming past a couple of blue jerseys. Catching the bounce is Hirai. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Bearcats. The Bearcats, as of 2 days ago, they were in second place in the NWC with a 1-0-1 record. Now the record is 1-0-2 after the tie versus Whitworth yesterday in Spokane. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Bearcats, and somebody needs to kick that ball out because we're playing with two balls right now. There we go. Dylan Ray, the throw-in, connecting with Brendan Pineda. Back to Ray. Back to Pineda. Oh, nice touch there in between a forest of blue jerseys. Threading the needle a little bit. Taking it back is Chapko. Pierce taken back by the Bearcats. Bell and Albrecht. Albrecht pushing it upfield, recovered by the Blues. Lucas McAllister. The chipper by Hikita. Recovered nimbly by Rory McKee. Patty Bell. Taken back by Serrano. Serrano well covered almost immediately. His marker and himself hitting the deck. Play resumes. Pineda. Now there's a whistle on the play. Foul called against. Foul called on the Blues. It will be Bearcat ball. The foul called on Keegan Chapko. Taking care of it will be Everett Caspel, having a chat there with the assistant referee. A long ball to the top of the box. Brought down nimbly that time by Hikita. Still the Bearcats retain possession. Dylan Ray, top of the box. Good opportunity, gut combination, opening to the right side for Drew Alexander. Just shot across to the feet of Alexander Perez Hernandez, who finds Hikita. Hikita sails past one, sails past two, finding Pierce. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Blues ball, says the referee. Correct decision in our opinion. Serrano with McAllister. Gotta give props to these Bearcats. They're not letting the creatives for Whitman breathe with a lot of ease. We have not seen McAllister and Serrano being able to have any space. So whatever they're doing, it seems to be working in terms of stifling the creativity of these Blues. The quick run up the flank, rejected by Leventhal. Finding some help. Valencia. Isensee. Playing with a bit of fire there. McAllister can't catch up. Drew Alexander inside the box, and the diving Mr. Isensee after the touch by Iliev. Putting a stop to the danger. 35-55 left in the first half of play. The Blues and the Bearcats, Whitman and Willamette, all tied at 0-0. Turning back for Everett Caspel. The long kick upfield. Alexander with the leap. Turns him back for Iliev. Rejected by Valencia. A good turn. Patty Bell. Pierce. Oh, my goodness. Hard collision there. Rory McKee, I thought the no call was the correct decision. I don't think Mr. McKee went to the man. I think he went to play the ball. But Mr. Pierce having a very, very bumpy time of it here in the early going. He's being treated not very kindly. The quick run down the flank by Hirai. Good stop that time by Perez Hernandez. Perez Hernandez finding Takahiro Hikita. After the touch by Clem Stockton is Valencia and now Chapko. Leventhal, Chapko. Chapko off to the races. Off to the races, looking for some help, finding some. Serrano. Leventhal. Jude Clem Stockton. On the mark is Everett Caspel. Having to turn back, all the way back. Valencia. Good stop that time by, it looked like Patty Bell. Pushing the reset button, the Blues via Perez Hernandez and Valencia. Perez Hernandez with more space on the right side is Gunther. Back to Perez Hernandez. Perez Hernandez off the touch by Valencia and Leventhal. Good pressing that time by the Bearcats. The long ball by Mr. Isensee, rejected in first instance by Dylan Rosie. Ball goes out of bounds, throw in for the Blues. McAllister can't catch up to it. First on it is Patty Bell. Back to the goalkeeper. Oh my goodness, Mr. Pierce almost surprises goalkeeper Mr. Jensen. The ball bounces off awkwardly off the chest of Daniel Hirai. It will be a throw-in for the Blues. 33-10 left in this first half of play. The touch by Perez Hernandez with Isensee. Isensee and Perez Hernandez. Perez Hernandez and Isensee over to Wreak Havoc is Drew Alexander. Isensee finding Clem Stockton. Clem Stockton finding, it looked like Keegan Chapko. Up the field for Pierce. Inside the box, Pierce looking for some help. The shot, personal maneuver. And Serrano cannot hide his frustration because he was flashing down the right side, waiting for the shot, the cross shot that never came. And now the rain starts to really make its presence known. It will be Mikkel Jensen restarting the action. Good touch that time by Hirai. Up the flank. Looking for Iliev. Instead it's Isensee. Clem Stockton. Directing traffic behind him is Valencia. Leventhal. Looking for a handball call. None forthcoming. Iliev. The push-up field. Defensive effort by Gunther. It will be a throw-in for the Bearcats. Another throw-in for the Blues after that touch by Kai Iliev doesn't bear fruit. Gunther. Nice touch that time by Henry Pierce. Switching flanks for Keegan Chapko. First on it is Dylan Rosie. Rosie, turn to the back. Resetting. Patty Bell, good combination. Taken away nimbly by Hikita. Patty Bell recovering. Valencia stopping it right at the D. Leventhal and McAllister. Lucas with one of his first touches today. Serrano turning back to the back line. Before Hikita could catch up to it, the push-up field by the Bearcats looking to connect with Drew Alexander. Isensee and Clem Stockton on the recovery. Dylan Ray. That one is Hirai. Combining with Alexander. Alexander and Patty Bell. Bell. Iliev. Iliev shading towards the center alley. Trying to find the gap. A good turn by Brendan Pineda. Pineda trying to connect with the right winger, in this case Drew Alexander. Instead he finds Mr. Nicholas Eisensee very much plugged into the action. 29-20 left in the first half of play. We're still tied at 0-0. Serrano. Defensive header by McKee, who collides with a teammate. Play continues. Stockton. Interrupted by Alexander. Pushing it upfield. Iliev. Good combination. Pineda, the shot. Pineda! And Nicholas Eisensee coming up big. Mr. Pineda showing why he wears the 10 on his back. And Mr. Eisensee showing why he's the starter for this Blues squad. Pineda taking care of this corner kick. Dylan Ray. Far post, the header. Nicely done on both parts. First, the header by Kai Iliev. And once again, make that Eisensee. I'm going to pay for that one. Eisensee answering the bell for his team. Whistle on the play. Let's see what the referee says. It will be a free kick for the Blues. And the referee will measure the 9 meters 15, or 10 yards if you prefer. For the wall. Valencia. McAllister cannot catch up to it. It will be a goal kick for the Bearcats. Columbus Stockton with the header. Anticipation by Drew Alexander. Connecting with Brendan Pineda inside the box. Back to Drew Alexander. Nicely done. Eisensee. Quickly put back into play by the Bearcats. The long ball. Is Ahirai onside? He is. Perez Hernandez responding. Now Hikita. Back to Gunther. Good combination between Patty Bell and Hirai. Hirai and Iliev. Iliev on the turn back to Hirai, but it will be Gunther getting there first. Is he going to shield it enough? He is. Ball went out of bounds. It will be a goal kick for the Whitman Blues. 25-45 left in this, the first half of play. Whitman and Willamette all knotted up, 0-0. Bit of a drag on the jersey there. Referee says no call. Gunther, Clum Stockton, Perez Hernandez, Valencia. Opening the game up to the right side for Leventhal. Leventhal, slamming past one, going for two, backing for Clum Stockton. Gunther responds that time by Dylan Ray, finding Alexander. Alexander and Ray. Ray threading the needle that time, looking for Kai Iliev. Iliev gets the business end of that exchange. We're going to have a substitution, if not two of them. '24 is in for the Blues. That would be Spencer Lavelle. And in for the Bearcats is 26, Jackson Costner. The long kick upfield by Isensee. Henry Pierce trying to push it further. Responds by Dylan Ray. Now finding Drew Alexander. The shot across. Chapko. There's Chapko. Warding off a teammate. Across midfield. Serrano. Serrano and McAllister. Oh, just a hair too long. The Bearcats on the move now. The push by Alexander and Ray. Ray and Iliev. Iliev on the Marcus Perez Hernandez. Iliev the shot and the brilliant stop by Isensee. Another substitution, two of them as a matter of fact, for the Bearcats. Lorenzo Trejo de Dios, number 7, and number 26, Jackson Costner, the aforementioned Mr. Costner. Throwing for the Bearcats, Dylan Ray. There's the whistle. Play may resume. The touch to Costner doesn't work. Clum-Stockton, Judd Clum-Stockton. McAllister. Pierce, McAllister. Jude Clum-Stockton. McAllister. Leventhal. Pushing it upfield. Serrano. Left-footed touch. Defensive header by Dylan Ray. Ball goes out of bounds. It will belong to the Blues, it looks like. Lovell. Ball goes out of bounds. Lovell again. Pierce. McAllister. Cleared away by Costner. Across the center alley for Lorenzo Trejo de Dios. The touch to the back to Lorenzo Trejo de Dios, combining with Rosie that time. Trejo de Dios. Clum-Stockton across midfield. Oh my goodness, a hard charge. A hard charge, and there should be a card in my opinion. There was very little intention to play the ball that time. It looks like, who else? Henry Pierce, who has been treated very, very ungentlemanly during the early going. But no, just a collision, says the referee. And he himself helps Rory McKee off the field, which tells me that Mr. McKee got the business end of that collision. Still, it's a free kick, not a card of any sort. Taking care of it will be Mr. Valencia. Valencia. Whistle on the play, something that the referee did not like. Hayden Duncan, number 5, in for Mr. I believe it was Iliev. Perez Hernandez. Jude Clum-Stockton. Leventhal. Lucas McAllister. Good combination so far. Before Hikita could catch up to it, interrupted by the Bearcats, but the Blues recover. Gunther trying to find McAllister. Instead, it's Patty Bell interrupting the play. The push-up field now by, looked like Caspel. Caspel under some pressure. Caspel. And referee says Mr. Caspel was fouled by Henry Pierce. Well, Henry Pierce and company were hoping for a corner kick to be called. 19 minutes left in this first half of play, with Whitman having a bit of a hard time getting past a very sturdy press by the Bearcats here. The push-up field by Iliev. So, which tells me that the injured player was not Iliev, was Rory McKee, number 8. I stand corrected. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a corner kick for the Bearcats. According to the stats board, this will be the second corner kick for the visiting Bearcats. Alexander, far post. Defensive effort by Pierce. Trying again was Albrecht. Down the left side goes Lorenzo Trejo de Dios. Back to Albrecht. Combination. Lorenzo Trejo de Dios. Right-footed shot to the other flank. Alexander. Costner. And the stop by Mr. Isensee. Chapko. Takahiro Hikita. Clum-Stockton. Leventhal. On the mark is Iliev. Leventhal having to turn back for Valencia. Valencia and Perez Hernandez. Perez Hernandez and Spencer Lovell. Hikita trying to get past a couple of markers. Hikita having to turn back. Clum-Stockton. Albrecht. Back to Jensen. Jensen. Couple of players miss on the header, and apparently the noggins collided because it looks like Mr. Alexander got the business end of that. And gets a pat on the back from the other player. In this case, it was Spencer Lovell. And is he going to have to take a seat? Yes, indeed. So with 16 and 29, we're going to have another substitution for the Bearcats. 16 and 29 left, that is. We're going to take this opportunity, folks, to tell you about what's up for these Blues of ours. The women have 3 straight conference road matches beginning this Saturday against Linfield. The Blues and the Wildcats will face off at 12 noon p.m. Head over to WhitmanBlues.com for options on how to view this clash. And the men, they have 4 straight conference road matches beginning this week against the Pirates from Whitworth. The Blues and Pirates will face off this Wednesday at 3 p.m. Head over to WhitmanBlues.com to learn how to watch the game. Will we have ball to the ground? We will have ball to the ground. Resuming the action. Perez Hernandez. Valencia. And look who showed up. It's the son. Kai Ilyev. Opening the game up to the right side. Painting the stripe now was Lorenzo Trejo de Dios. Recovered by the Blues. McAllister. Trying to find Serrano. Taken back by the Bearcats. Off to the races is Alexander. Valencia on the mark. Having to turn back. Will Trejo de Dios catch up to it? We'll tell you in a second because 3 substitutions are happening. Josiah Jacob, number 6, number 24, Cody Stark, and number 28, Dylan Smith. With more urgency than style that time, which is unusual because he wasn't that far from the gate defended by Nicholas Isensee. But that Bearcat player just sent it straight out. McAllister and Valencia. Serrano back to McAllister. Oh, just a little too long. Casper, his goalkeeper. Back to Caspel. Duncan. The turn. Painting the stripe down the left side. It's Rosie. Recovered by Valencia. Lovell. Perez Hernandez. Jude Clum-Stockton. Perez Hernandez. Valencia. Straight up the flank, Leventhal. Back to Valencia. All the way to Spencer Lovell. Trying to get past 1. Gets past 1. Tries for 2. Can't get past 2. Now it's Costner. Clum-Stockton recovering. Bit of a collision there. Pierce once again getting the brunt of it. Play continues as the Blues retain possession. Hikita shading towards the center alley. Combining with Pierce. Looking for some help. Pierce all the way to the right. Trying to find Serrano. Instead, the Bearcats regain possession and start pushing forward. Patty Bell. Off the touch by Dylan Smith. Patty Bell with some space. Jackson Costner. On the mark is Lovell. Patty Bell having some fun. Costner. Bell. Cleared away by Clum-Stockton. Back into Bearcat territory we go. Duncan. The push-up field by Caspel. Stopped nimbly by the Blues. Stark. Taken back by Chapko. That one is Lovell. Perez Hernandez. Leventhal. Clum-Stockton back to Leventhal. Patty Bell in the middle. Stockton, Leventhal. Good through ball that time. Nobody there to connect, however. Pierce was in a different zip code. Ball belongs to the Bearcats. 12 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half of play. We're still tied at 0-0. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Blues. Elliot Clum-Stockton will get to make some more memories with his brother here. A quick run up the flank. Bit of a battle there. Jude Clum-Stockton under some pressure. Lovell straight up the middle, past the other 24. Stark. Pierce, Lovell. Perez Hernandez. Valencia. Across the equator. Nope, just shy of the equator, Leventhal. Valencia. Jude Stockton. A bit too long for McAllister. Recovered by Dylan Rosie. And Jensen. Persistence by the Blues. A bit of a hard charge on that header. Whistle on the play. Leventhal called on the foul. 11 minutes minus 2 seconds left in this first half of play. The rain seems to have stopped. We're playing under overcast skies here in beautiful Walla Walla, Washington. Glad to have you with us for this Game 2, or if you like, Game 4. We started yesterday at 12 noon with the games against Pacific. The women tied 1-1. Then the men played Pacific. They won 2-0. Now this morning, or rather this early afternoon, the women played Willamette, and they won 1-0. And now we're tied at 0-0. Stark. Perez Hernandez on the mark. Dylan Ray. Jacob. From the right side. The shot by, it looked like it was going to be Cody Stark, but Perez Hernandez got in the way, sending it to the corner kick. Got himself a pat on the back from Cody Stark. It'll be a corner for the Bearcats. Trejo de Dios. Bit of a push there. No call. Gunther. Throw-in for the Bearcats. 9 minutes and 9 seconds now left in the first half of play. Rosie getting ready. Stark back to Rosie. Fancy little maneuver. Far post. And defensive header just in the nick of time by Spencer Lovell. It will be another corner kick for the Bearcats. 8 minutes and 40 left in the first half of play. Trejo de Dios. Patty Bell. Trejo de Dios. And with more urgency than style, Mr. Lovell sends it to the throw-in. Eight minutes, 8 seconds left. It will be a corner kick, as a matter of fact. It went on the other side of the flag. And Trejo de Dios will do the honors yet again. Right-footed shot. Whistle on the play. Foul called on the Bearcats for an illegal charge on Jude Stockton. 7:40 left on the clock. The pressure by the Bearcats, although it's still a 0, it's caused some troubles to the Blues. They've had a hard time getting out of their own half. They've had a hard time finding some space. They've had a hard time putting passes together in the final third. And we have not seen a whole lot of space for their collective brain trust. We haven't seen McAllister, and there's McAllister making a lie. The shot across by Hikita. Oh my goodness, Serrano could not catch up to it. Play still alive. Pierce with a header. Defensive effort by Duncan, it looked like. Trying again is Leventhal. He's going to watch the ball go out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Blues, but a good effort, good combination between Hikita and McAllister. We're going to have a substitution now. It's going to be the Blues sending some fresh legs. Looks like it's Fernando Lopez Vega, number 9, the product out of Pasco, Washington. Valencia. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in for the Blues. McAllister. Clem Stockton. Lovell. On the mark was Stark. Hikita. Dylan Ray on the mark. Across the center alley they go. Leventhal. Blocked by Trejo de Dios. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Blues. 5 minutes 30 left in the first half of play. Serrano. Clem Stockton. Combination, having to backtrack, however. Valencia. Perez Hernandez. Clem Stockton. Perez Hernandez. McAllister. Spencer Lovell. Serrano. Good touch. McAllister. Hikita, McAllister. Patty Bell gets involved. Ball goes out of bounds. Lovell. Over the head of Lopez Vega. Bell. Sending it to the corner kick. 4 minutes, 35 seconds left in the first half, and it's the first corner kick of the game for the Blues. 5 already for the Bearcats. McAllister getting that right foot ready. McAllister. The top. Oh, my goodness. Looked like it was Jude Clem Stockton from about 7 yards out, sending it over the crossbar. Goal kick for the Bearcats. 3:45 now left in the first half of play. Jensen, the Danish goalkeeper, product of Copenhagen, Denmark. Costner. Ray. Costner. Back to Ray. Ball bounces away from him. Ray cannot hide his frustration. It will be a throw-in for the Blues. This beleaguered Blues, who are managing a 0-0 tie. McAllister, a heel touch, good move. Fernando Lopez Vega inside the box. Good takeaway, the shot, and a little too strong of a shot. Serrano could not tap it in. Ball goes long and wide, and it will belong to the Bearcats. 2 minutes and 45 left in this first half of play. Right-footed shot by Jensen, landing with Stark. Stark opening the game up for Costner, interrupted by Elliott Club Stockton. Leventhal under some pressure from Trejo de Dios, having to backtrack for Valencia. Valencia and Perez Hernandez. Valencia. Lovell. Isensi. Perez Hernandez. Valencia. Clem Stockton. Jude Clem Stockton. Trying to thread the needle to reach Hikita. No dice. Valencia. McAllister. On the mark is Bell. McAllister. Ella Clem Stockton. Good combination. McAllister, he runs out of room. Let's see what the referee says. Corner kick for the Blues. 1 minute, 18 seconds left in the first half of play. And now we have blue skies. How about that? Washington, messing up your wardrobe plan since 1889. Corner kick. Ella Stockton trying to keep it alive. Ball goes out of bounds. It was last touched by a Bearcat player, says the referee. Another corner kick for the Blues. There's the kick. Ella Stockton can't quite wrangle it down. Hikita. McAllister. Rejected. Back to Hikita. Personal maneuver down the right flank. The turn. Ball escapes. No, still maintaining possession. Only temporarily, however. Scooped back by the Bearcats. And there's the countdown. There's a long ball that time. Leventhal. And there's the horn that tells us that this first half is now part of our great nation's history. We'll be right back after this break.
As a reminder, we ask that fans stay off the field at all times, including at timeouts and during intermission. Visit the Blues Bites truck to take in some of their concessions. Food, beverages, candy, and more. Go give them a visit.
no room for pizza, broski.
Huh?
You got no room for pizza. He's like, trust me, I got rubber pizza. What is it? Is it Toki Loco? No. Nachos in a bag.
the start of the second half. Let's take a look at the stats. It was not an easy time for our Blues. Bearcats 4 shots, Blues 3 shots, corner kicks 5 for the Bearcats, 3 for the Blues, 4 saves for Mr. Eisensee. None for the goalkeeper for the Bearcats, Mr. Jensen. 4 fouls apiece. Total possession 54% for the Blues, 46 for the Bearcats. No cautions, no ejections, and of course the most important stat of all, 0-0, the score here at James Hayner Field in beautiful Walla Walla, WA. We got about a minute to go before we start the second half. And it's going to be very interesting to see how what adjustments Coach Cedeno makes in the second half, because the pressure at some stretches of the first half was pretty hard to bear for these Blues, and only an inspired performance by one Nicholas Eisensee kept things from getting out of hand. Let's see how the second half goes. Willamette, of course, fresh off a very entertaining 2-2 tie with Whitworth yesterday, and the Blues just fresh off their 2-0 victory over Pacific less than 24 hours ago. The Blues all huddled up on what is now their half of the field, and the Bearcats taking their spots on the opposite end of the field. Now they're about to go into their huddle, so looks like we still have about a minute or so before the action actually starts. Gives me just enough time to tell you that today's game is being brought to you by Flow College, the essential destination for college conference partners in Division I, Division II, and Division III, which packages event live streams and rich editorial content into one accessible product. It is the leader in streaming for Division II and Division III sports, and the #1 provider of women's sports at these levels, with more than 9,000 games slated for the 2025-2026 season. With Flow College, subscribers have the most comprehensive and personalized access to select college conferences, schools, and teams all across leading web, mobile, and connected TV applications. We're back in business now, with the Blues taking care of business from, whoopsie daisies, from left to right on your screen, and the Bearcats doing their thing in the opposite direction. The rain seems to have stopped mercifully, and we have some stretches of bright blue skies in between the clouds. The throw-in for the Bearcats, rejected almost immediately by the Blues, so we're going to have a bit of a do-over here in a way. The push-up field by Mr. Alexander. Defensive effort by Perez Hernandez. Ball goes out of bounds, throw-in once again for the Bearcats. Dylan Ray on the throw-in for Willamette. The header that time, trying to find Dylan Ray again. Instead, it's the Blues with the outlet touch. Elliot Klum-Stockton off to the races. Everett Caspel gets there first. The ball lands right next to us. It will be a throw-in for the Blues. Leventhal. Valencia. Back to Leventhal. Perez Hernandez. Jude Clum-Stockton. Lopez Vega. Taken away by Patty Bell. Finding Pineda. Hits the referee, it looks like, so we're going to have ball to the ground. Jensen with a long ball. Finding Alexander. Rejected. Trying again is Dylan Ray. Rejected. Trying again is Duncan. The long push-up field. Across from the right side, Pineda. Pineda. Enduring a double team. Flag is up. And is an offside position. A player who was offside came back onside. And the ball will belong to the Blues. A long kick upfield. Rejected with more urgency than style by Mr. Caspel, landing among the Whitman faithful who have braved this ever so changing weather to watch this contest. Leventhal. McAllister. Leventhal. Double team. Shot across. Rejected by Josiah Jacob. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in for the Blues. Valencia yielding to Leventhal. Leventhal looking for McAllister. Pivoting header instead by Dylan Rosie. Landing at the feet of Kai Iliev. Over to chase it is Hikita. Defensive effort by Rory McKee. McKee finding Dylan Ray. Off to the races now is Hirai. Recovered by the Blues. Hikita. Hikita. Lopez Vega. Bit of a collision there between, it looked like McAllister and Patty Bell. It will be foul called on Bell. McAllister plays it. Leventhal. McAllister. Right-footed touch. Hikita can't quite catch up to it. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in, should be a throw-in for the Bearcats. Let's see what the referee says. There's the throw-in. Down the flank. Good opportunity that time by Lopez Vega. Ball bounces off a defender. Should be a corner kick. Should be a corner kick. Referee agrees with us. Nobody in a white jersey does. 39:25 left in this second half of play. McAllister taking care of this corner kick. First of the half for either team. Far post. Clum-Stockton cleared away by the back line of the Bearcats. Leading the reset is Valencia looking for McAllister. Rejected instead by Dylan Ray. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Bearcats. Battling for it was Iliev with Clum-Stockton. Valencia. Leventhal. Lopez Vega. McAllister. Clum-Stockton. Ella Clum-Stockton. Leventhal. Serrano. Turning back for Valencia. Lovell. Lovell painting the stripe. Hikita leaving one behind. Hikita, this guy's got wheels. Hikita leaving two. Stopped by Caspel. With a bit of difficulty, Hirai trying to separate himself from his marker. Referee says there's a reason for it. It's called a foul. It will be a free kick for the Bearcats. Caspel. Oh my goodness! Eisense went to punch it. He got himself nicked. And the ball sailed over his head. We're going to stop the clock. This is bad news with a capital B here for the Blues. Eisense flat on his back. Will we see Whitmore take over? Because Eisense is still down. He's trying to get back up. He does get back up. Gets a pat on the back from Lovell, and now he takes his post under the three tubes. Precarious moments for the Blues right now. Pineda on the corner kick. Pineda, near post. Perez Hernandez to the throw-in. 37:02. The touch by Iliev. Bounces off a defender. Now they're playing on the other flag with Patty Bell. Trying to clear it. This could be a good opportunity for a quick counter. Lopez Vega, plenty of room. Hikita, rejected by the back line of the Bearcats. Oh, that gets past Lovell. This could be dangerous. Lovell getting back to it. Jude Klum-Stockton. Valencia. Leventhal. Valencia. Serrano. Rejected. Trying again. Jude Klum-Stockton. Hikita. Hikita. Making a path as he goes. Looking for Serrano. First on it was Rory McKee. Stopped at midfield. Perez Hernandez with a long ball. Looking for Serrano. There's Serrano. Off the touch by Hikita. Serrano. Vega, the header. Lopez Vega with the header. Sailed just a little wide. Good combination between Serrano and Lopez Vega. That could be promising. It will be a goal kick for the Bearcats. 35-15 left in regulation. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for being with us, not just today, but yesterday. We've had a lot of soccer action coming your way, and we're delighted to have the chance to share it with you. Ball goes out of bounds. It will belong to the Bearcats. The referee said there was an illicit charge that time. Everett Caspel will take care of it in a free kick instead. McKee. Dancing near the corner flag was Hirai. Rejected by the back line of the Blues with more urgency than style on the part of, it looked like, Hikita. There's a handball there. Referee calls it. It will be a free kick deep in their own half of the field for the Blues. 34-4 left in regulation. Leventhal combining with Lopez Vega. The combination doesn't work. It will be a throw-in for the Bearcats. Dylan Rosie going with Drew Alexander. Sent out of bounds rather quickly by the back line of the Blues. It looked like it was Valencia. And I'm going too far here. All right. Leventhal recovered by Rosie. Trying to clear it further is McAllister. Making it bounce off Pineda for the throw-in. Pablo Gonzalez Jr. replacing Leventhal, and number 13, Remy Marks, replacing Kevin Serrano. Pablo Gonzalez Jr. starting yesterday's game. There's Gonzalez Jr. with his first touches. Duclum Stockton. First on it is Patty Bell. Opening the game up to the other flank. Ball ends up bringing no danger to the gate defended by Mr. Eisensee, who seems to be doing well, despite a bit of a scary moment earlier. Valencia. Eleclum Stockton. Lucas McAllister covering a lot of ground. Off to the races we go. Before Remy Marks could catch up to it, Jensen sending it away from danger. All the way back to Eisensee. Eisensee choosing to his left. Off to the races is Lovell. The Bearcats recover. Jensen. Header by Lovell. Patty Bell pushing it upfield now. Hirai. Defensive effort by the Blues. It looked like Perez Hernandez there. Let's double check on that one. Yes, indeed, it was Perez Hernandez. Make that 4 substitutions for the Bearcats. 18, 26, 17, and 7. So let's have a look at who we're dealing with. Number 18, Owen Albrecht. Number 7, Lorenzo Trejo de Dios. 17, Lorcan Oliver. And I believe the last one is Jackson Costner, but we'll play that one by ear. Caspel. The push-up field by Lorcan Oliver, indeed. But Jackson Costner cannot catch up to it. The Blues are on the move. Stopped by Caspel. Caspel across the equator. Inslee directing traffic. Rolling to his right. Valencia. Pablo Gonzalez Jr. Good combination. Elliot Klum-Stockton. Klum-Stockton interrupted by Caspel. Patty Bell taking it away from McAllister. Bell. Iliev. On the mark is Valencia. Valencia. Iliev shading towards the box. Sailing past two. Before Patty Bell could fire, the Blues clear it out. Remy Marks. Response by the Blues via McAllister. He's going to be fouled. Referee disagrees for some unknown reason. A quick run down the right flank. Duncan. They're still battling for it with Lovell. Now getting himself double teamed. It was actually Kai Iliev who was getting himself double and triple teamed. Ball finally goes out of bounds. It will be a corner kick for these Bearcats. Alexander on the corner kick. Marks. McAllister. Eisense. Another collision. This time, no harm done. Eisense. Ella Klum-Stockton loses track of it. Alexander. Rejected. Lands with McAllister. Hikita. McAllister, Hikita. Gonzalez Jr. Ella Klum-Stockton. The pressure by Bell. Perez Hernandez. Jude Klum-Stockton threading the needle. Marks. Hikita. Having a little fun. Hikita. No, nice move, Hikita. Inside the box, shot across the header, and that one sails a little wide. Flag is up, none of that will count. Apparently Lopez Vega was in an illicit position, but man, Hikita was fun to watch that time. 26:50 now left in regulation. We're still tied at 0-0. There is no overtime. If the regulation ends with these teams all knotted up, that's how it goes in the books. A quick run down the flank. Shot across. Alexander. Good intervention by that gentleman right there, Mr. Pablo Gonzalez Jr. Hikita. Jude Klum-Stockton. Valencia. Gonzalez Jr. Switching from right foot to left foot. Back to Valencia. Lopez Vega. Patty Bell interrupting. The push-up field by Costner. Can't get too far. Trying again. Patty Bell. McKee. That one is Albrecht. Long push-up field to no man's land. Ball goes way out of bounds. It will belong to the Blues. 25:30 left in regulation. The long ball looking for Lopez Vega. Finding instead Everett Caspel. Touched by Marks. In a bit of a tussle. Prevailing that time was Lorcan Oliver. Trying again. Klum-Stockton. Hikita, the chipper. Defensive header. Not quite clear enough. McAllister. And now with more urgency than style, Dylan Rosie to the throw-in. I like the offensive disposition that the Blues are showing. They're still struggling, but they have found spaces that were not there in the first half, especially for their creative brain trust. Jude Klum-Stockton, Spencer Lovell. Did he keep it in bounds? Mr. Pablo Gonzalez Jr., he did not. Substitutions coming for the Bearcats. 16 and 13 going in. That means 13 is Javi Sandoval and 16 is Kazuma Uchida.
And number 16, Kazuma Uchida, for number 11,
Throwing for the Bearcats. Valencia wanted no complications, sent it right back out. Rosie on the throw-in. Rejected by Valencia, landing with Ella Klum-Stockton back to Valencia. Valencia, Jude Klum-Stockton now, sailing past one, scooped back by the Bearcats. The long kick upfield, and Owen Albrecht trying out his luck from basically the center circle, the center spot, and almost hit pay dirt that time. 23 minutes left. A quick run up the field, cleared away by Valencia. Hikita can't catch up to it, throwing for the Bearcats. Nothing, well, not nothing, but very little pretty about this game. Lots of hustle, lots of grit, lots of borderline play. These two teams going right at each other here. Still nobody putting one in the back of the net. Off to the races now. On the left side is Rosie. Bit of a foul there, yes indeed. And Mr. Valencia is going to get himself a yellow card. If the referee can actually find it, he can. The first yellow card of the game goes to the Blues, more specifically Adrian Valencia. 23rd minute of the second half, so 68th minute total. Free kick for the Bearcats. It looks like it will be Owen Albrecht. Two on the wall. Lopez Vega and Gonzalez Jr. The shot. Hoping that the bounce would surprise Mr. Eisensee. No such luck this time. McAllister. The long touch. Scooped back by Caspel. Jensen. Lopez Vega putting some pressure. Not enough. Oh my goodness. Good takeaway that time by Ella Klum-Stockton, but the ball sailed a little long on him. Rosie. Trying to find Kazuma Uchida. Instead, it's Valencia. Perez Hernandez. Eisensee asking for is Gonzalez Jr. The header, good push. Lopez Vega. Good interruption by Everett Caspel. Throwing for the Blues. Gonzalez Jr. Lopez Vega. Interrupted this time by Dylan Rosie. It will be another throw-in. No Lopez Vega. Gonzalez Jr. Back to Valencia. All the way back to Perez Hernandez. Spencer Lovell. A quick run. Hikita. Let's see what the referee says. Referee says it will belong to the Blues, and it will be a free, no, throw-in, says the referee, no foul. Lovell, 20 minutes 20 left in regulation. Lovell, corner of the box. Lopez Vega, landing nimbly, basically on the lap that time of Remy Marks. Rejected, however, and here come the Bearcats. Trejo de Dios, opening the game up to the left side for Rosie. Rosie, off the touch by Sandoval Góngora. Rosie's choosing back now. Caspel. Sandoval Góngora. Good combination. Shot across. Right-footed touch. The header. And Mr. Isensee. The header that time. It looked like it was number 26. That would be Jackson Costner, who has been very busy here in the second half. Perez, Hernandez, Valencia asking for is Gonzalez Jr. Eleclum Stockton. Perez Hernandez. Lovell. Spencer Lovell. The long ball for McAllister. Overtaken McKee. McAllister, the shot. Go, 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 go! Remy Marks for the Whitman Blues. What a job by McAllister getting past his marker. It looked like it was Rory McKee. The shot across, and Remy Marks puts one in the back of the net. 1 for Whitman, 0 for Willamette. 27 minutes of the second half, and Remy Marks puts one in the back of the net. Let's have a look-see before it's too late. Is that his first tally? Remy Marks, Marks. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. First goal of the season for Mr. Marks. Clem Stockton trying to catch Mr. Jensen by surprise. No such luck this time. Rosie, the long push-up field, stopped by Valencia. Let's see what this goal does for the outlook of this game, because the Bearcats were pushing and pressing and having a lot of opportunities, but little by little in the second half, the Blues started finding spaces that weren't there in the first half. They had Pablo Gonzalez Jr. kind of being the conductor from the first third, and driving balls that were not there in the first half, finding spaces. And Lucas McAllister, in a brilliant maneuver, slalom past a couple of markers, put up with a very, very sturdy mark on the part of Rory McKee, and found a space, found Mr. Marks, and Marks delivered a shot that put Whitman ahead 1-0. And that's where things stand right now. It'll be interesting to see how the Bearcats respond. For starters, they've just, I'm not going to say they emptied their benches, but they've made a whole bunch of substitutions just now. Play continues now. The long push-up field looking for Fernando Lopez Vega. Instead, it's Caspel back to his keeper. All the way out. Defensive effort by Lovell. Trying again is Dylan Ray. Ray. Corner of the box. Good combination inside. Hirai. Still in control. Hirai. The ball goes out of bounds. It will be a corner kick. Good combination that time between Pineda, Hirai, and a third player that is now taking a spot near the near post. It looks like it was Drew Alexander, who's had another very busy afternoon here. especially down the right flank. Pineda. The header. Klum-Stockton struggling to keep it out. Ball goes out of bounds. Should be another corner kick. Correct decision by the referee that time. 16 minutes and 1 second left in regulation. The Whitman Blues ahead of Willamette. There's a shot. Far post. Punched away. The shot. Oh, wow. Punched away by Isensee. And the shot, it looked like it was Paddy Bell, a left-footed shot that sailed wide, and you could see the frustration on his face. He covered his face with his hands after he saw the ball sailed wide. Isensee. Valencia directing traffic for his goalie there. Isensee responds by Hirai. Iliev. Hirai. Shot across. Lovell. Marks. Combination. Hikita. McAllister hoping to work some more magic. McAllister leaving one behind. Is he going to run out of room? He is. Yes, ball went out of bounds. But man, McAllister knows what to do. Zooming down that left flank. Substitution for the Blues coming up. It looks like it's number 17, Henry Pierce, who had a very, very rough go of it in the first half. He was the subject of a lot of unwanted attention from the defense of the Bearcats. Jensen getting ready to restart the action here. Pierce, and his first touch back goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Bearcats. Pineda. Marks on the mark. Rosie. Lopez Vega on the mark. The shot. And the hands of Isensee. Starting the action quickly. McAllister. The push-up field by Marks. Looking to connect with Henry Pierce instead of Jensen. Jensen trying to keep it alive as Dylan Ray. Ball sails past him. Throw in for the Blues. There's a throw in. Paddy Bell. Taken back by Jude Klum-Stockton. Finding Marks. Jude Klum-Stockton. Paulo Gonzalez Jr. and Valencia. Bit of a hard collision right in front of the referee. Jude Klum-Stockton hitting the deck. The Bearcats player saying that was not a foul. You should have called one on them last time. Referee just smiles and walks away. Valencia pushing his troops forward. Only Perez Hernandez behind him. He gets the touch. Perez Hernandez, Gonzalez Jr. now. The header by Henry Pierce and the hands of Mr. Mikkel Jensen. 12 minutes 45 left in regulation. The Whitman Blues holding on to a 1-0 lead here in beautiful Walla Walla, WA. There's a throw-in by Dylan Ray, rejected by the Blues. Trying to find Pierce. Instead, it was Rory McKee back to his keeper, and his keeper back to McKee. The long ball. Hope is a heck of a poor strategy, but that's what the Bearcats seem to be trying here. At least in this little stretch of play. Recovered Lopez Vega. Gonzalez Jr. sending it out of bounds. It looked like it was Everett Caspel, so a throw-in for the Blues. Gonzalez Jr., Pierce. Good anticipation that time by Albrecht. Ball goes out of bounds. It will belong to the Bearcats. Dylan Rosie. Defensive header by Gonzalez Jr. Trying to find Lopez Vega. Instead, it's Rosie. Rosie hitting the deck, looking for the foul. Non-forthcoming. Taken back by the Bearcats. Perez Hernandez and a whistle on the play. Foul called. The Bearcats feeling the urgency. Kai Iliev, is he going to run out of room? He is going to run out of room, but who touched it last? It will be Blues putting it back into play. Ten minutes 45 left on the clock. Bearcats quite capable of bringing plenty headaches to this Blues squad, but the Blues still ahead 1-0. McAllister being fouled by Albrecht. McAllister prevailing. Hikita. The shot marks. Blocked by defender. Trying to keep it alive is Hirai. Battling with Marks. Battling being the operative word. Marks. Can't quite get it. Ball goes out of bounds. The Bearcats moving quickly. Combination of Pineda with Hirai. Stopped at midfield inside the circle by Lovell. Jude Klum-Stockton. Lovell. Asking for it is McAllister. I beg your pardon, Gonzalez asking McAllister for it. Gonzalez. Henry Pierce. Oh my goodness. Right in front of the assistant referee. A bit of a tussle there between Pierce and Everett Caspel. And Everett Caspel still putting his case, even though play has resumed. Lucas McAllister. Lopez Vega, rejected. Trying to get his Hirai. Jude Klum-Stockton. Marks. Lopez Vega. On the mark is Albrecht. Recovered by the Bearcats. Hirai. Looking for a foul was Iliev. None forthcoming. Recovered by the Blues. Jude Klum-Stockton. Marks. Inside the box. Marks right footed touch. Go, 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 go! And it's a brace for Mr. Remy Marks. 37 minutes, second half, and Remy Marks puts the Blues ahead 2-0. '82nd minute altogether, and Remy Marks, it's 2-0. And Bearcat fan very vocally expressing his displeasure at the referee. I can only imagine what the drive home is going to be like. On the move now, Pineda connecting with Patty Bell and Alexander. He runs out of room. And those are, yeah, that's me. Bit of a tangle there. And there's a player down. It looks like it's Patty. No, let me see. No, it's not Patty Bell. It looks like it is Iliev. And Brendan Pineda pleading his case on behalf of his team with the referee. And the referee pushing him away, asking him to keep his distance. Yellow card now. And a yellow card for a Bearcat player. It looks like it's a yellow card for Drew Alexander. And Pineda and the referee still in a frank exchange of ideas. And play will finally resume. 7 minutes 41. Yellow card that time for Drew Alexander, we said. In the 83rd minute of play. Second yellow card of the day. The first one belonged to Adrian Valencia in the 68th minute. It's been a gritty, rough-edged game at times, with the Whitman Blues ahead 2-0 of a very, very game squad from Willamette University. Valencia, the heel touch by McAllister, finding none other than Pierce. Pierce, the shot across, rejected. Trying again near midfield is Valencia over our collective heads. Does anybody know why Valencia wears that mask? He didn't have it last year. Okay. Substitution coming. Drew Alexander taking a seat. Perhaps a bit of a cool-off period. It looks like it's going to be number 26, Jackson Costner, re-entering the contest. Six minutes, 26 seconds left in regulation. Iliev can't get past McAllister. They get tangled up. Play continues nonetheless. Fernando Lopez Vega can't quite catch up to it. Iliev once again. Pablo Gonzalez Jr. Eller Klum-Stockton sailing past one. Good interruption by Everett Caspel. Ball goes out of bounds. I'll throw in for the Blues. It will be a free kick for the Blues, much to the displeasure of the Bearcat fandom. It will be Mr. McAllister taking care of it. Rejected, not a major concern that time. Lovell. Can't quite get to Gonzalez Jr. Bit of a battle there between McAllister and Rosie. Rosie prevailing, moving it to Pineda. Eller Klum-Stockton on the mark. Touch to the back for Albrecht. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Blues ball. Pierce. Lovell. Lopez Vega gets himself charged. Opens to McAllister. McAllister, there's a good shot. Oh, that one sails over the crossbar, way over the crossbar, but a good combination between Pierce, Lopez Vega, and McAllister. 3 minutes 45 seconds left in regulation. Albrecht opening the game up to the right side, pushing it into Blues territory. Stopped nimbly that time by Marks. Marks and McAllister. McAllister and Lopez Vega. Lopez Vega. Stopped by Iliev. Oh, bit of a mistake there. Recovered by the Blues. The shot. Oh, that one sails over the crossbar. Lopez Vega with a heads-up play and a shot from about 18 yards out that sailed over the crossbar. A long kick upfield. Pineda. Quick run down the flank. Who's going to get there first? It's a good job that time by Perez Hernandez blocking the penetration from the right side by, it looked like it was Jackson Costner. It was Costner. In for the Bearcats is number 6, Josiah Jacob once again. A pivoting header by McAllister. A bit of a ping pong game of sorts. Pablo Gonzalez Jr. What a difference this guy has made here in the second half. Gonzalez Jr. inside for Lopez Vega. The diving stop by Jensen. Minute 54 left in regulation. Rosie. Iliev. Taken back by Alec Clem Stockton all the way back to Ice and Sea. Paulo Gonzalez Jr. Attacking header by Dylan Rosie. Ball goes out of bounds. Gonzalez Jr. Jude Clem Stockton. Straight up is Pierce. Further back is Marks. Trying to thread the needle. Casper on the recovery. Stopped inside the circle by Perez Hernandez. Patty Bell. Pineda. Pineda, 1 minute left. Pineda under some pressure. Pineda across midfield. Patty Bell. Clear tackle that time. Clean tackle by Pablo Gonzalez Jr. Throwing for the Bearcats. The shot by Iliev blocked nimbly, but not exactly illicitly by, it looked like it was number 6, Jude Clem Stockton that time. Referee says it's a free kick for the Bearcats. Could well be the last play of the match. There's a kick. Punched away by Eisense. And there is the horn that tells us that this one goes into the books with a victory for the Whitman Blues over the Willamette Bearcats by a score of 2-0. On behalf of everyone involved in this production, I'm Sebastián Moraga saying thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Thank you, sir. All right, let's start packing up, sweetheart.